Hello everyone, and in today's video we are going to explore whether or not ChatGPT is free to use. So we already created an account, we already know kind of like how to use it. Now we want to know if it's free, and the simple question is yes, it is free to use, and there's a lot more that we can go into that. So for example, here this is a free account that we created last video, so you can like create a poem about the feeling of learning something new. There's a prompt, and let's click enter, and you can see it still gives a very good answer. You can still tweak it, you can still change it into a couple of things. Here at the very bottom you can switch the model. So for example, here we have GPT-4.0 or 3 Mini or 4.0 Mini. So those are the different options. And so for the free version you do get a lot of things. I'm going to come to my account there, go to upgrade plan. So for the free version, we are going to get access to GPT-4.0 Mini and reasoning, which is a very powerful model. It's a model that most people are using right now. Like I said, it's in the free version. It's a really powerful model. It's a very good model. And then you also get access to standard voice mode, which is good. If you do not want to type, or if you're somewhere you cannot really type, you can still use standard voice mode, and it's still good. You can't really compare it to like the advanced model, but it is still okay. And after that we have real-time data from the web with search, which is one of the most underrated functions for the free version. So this is something that used to be on the paid tier, but now it's free for anyone to use. This is where you can search the web with ChatGPT, kind of like what we use Google for. And then you also limited access to GPT-4.0. So this is right now we're in 2025 February. So this keeps changing. As the model keeps progressing, we're going to get better and better models, but right now we have limited access to 4.0, which is like one of the most powerful ChatGPT models that we have currently, and still really good. After that we have limited access to file uploads, and then advanced data analysis, and also image generation. So for images, you cannot really generate like 100 images a day. There's a limited number of images that you can generate with ChatGPT on the free version. We're going to go through that. And then the other really cool thing is that you can use custom GPTs. So this is what I was going through in the last video. Custom GPTs, the way to think about it is a very specialized ChatGPT for very specialized functions. So you can have a custom GPT where the only thing it can do is generate poems in like a Shakespearean version kind of thing. So that's for the free version. I think it's a really good deal. And after that we have the $20 version, and the good thing here is you get everything that we have in the free version, and then you also get extended limits on messaging, file uploads, advanced data analysis, and also image generation. So the number of things that you can do with the free version is just upscaled. So there's a lot more that you can do with it. So for example, if it's data analysis, there's a lot more images or a lot more files that you can upload. And then you also get the standard and advanced voice mode. And then you also get the standard and advanced voice mode. I love the advanced voice mode only because there's no lag as you're talking to ChatGPT. It really feels like you're talking to someone. So the standard is good, but the advanced is way better. So that's what you get with the $20 version. And then you also get access to deep research and multiple reasoning models. Deep research is one of the most underrated. It's not really underrated because I think people are coming to terms with how good deep research is. So deep research is where you can give it a prompt and then it's going to do a whole marketing research for you. So for example, So for example, if you are writing a thesis, you can ask it about one question, and then it's going to ask you a bunch of questions, and then after that it's going to go to the internet and take almost 40 minutes just researching and then compiling all that information in a very good format. So deep research is by far one of the best use cases of ChatGPT that we have right now. And then you also get access to O3 Mini, O3 Mini High, and O1. So O3 Mini and O3 Mini High and O1, these are what we call reasoning models. And the reason why they're so powerful is because they take a long time to go through the question and then go through the answer as well. So they're very advanced and very good. And then you also get more space for memories. As I'm sure you might have noticed, ChatGPT's one of the things that makes it really powerful is the fact that it can remember what you guys talked about like a month or 2 years ago even. So with advanced or with the paid model, the memory storage is bigger, so it can remember more, because one of the things that is not really good with the free version is that there's a limit to how much it can remember. It will get to a point where it can tell you the memory is full. So yeah, so that's why it's really good to upgrade for that. And then you also get to create and use projects and custom GPTs. So in the free version, you cannot really create a custom GPT, but you can use one. But in the paid version, you can create and also use one, which you also get to use projects, which we were going to go through in another video. And after that, you also have limited access to Sora video generation. So this is, like we said, we have image generation in ChatGPT, the free version, but there's a cap to it. But when it comes to the paid version, you have the option now to generate videos, which is also a really good option. And then again, you have opportunity to test new features. So that's for the $20 version. And then after that, we have the $200 version. So this is everything that we have in the free version and also everything that we have in the plus version. And then now here we have unlimited access to all reasoning models and GPT 4.0. So you have going to have access to O3 Mini, O3 Mini High, O1, and then you also have unlimited access to 4.0. And after that, we have unlimited access to advanced voice mode, which is amazing. Which is amazing. This is the one thing I genuinely wish I had. I'm not really sure whether $200 is worth it, but yeah, having unlimited access to advanced voice mode is pretty cool. And then you also have extended access to deep research. Like I said, deep research is the one that you can use it for research in terms of, so for example, if you're coming up with this is like very advanced research that it will take you a couple of days, a couple of weeks. ChatGPT can do that in a day or even in a few minutes. You also have access to a one pro mode, which uses more compute for better answers and for the hardest questions. So this is for people who like are using O1 or 3 models. These reasoning models are really good when it comes to very complex questions like coding or things like that. So you have unlimited access to that. And then you have extended access to Sora video generation. So on the plus version, on the $20 version, you have a limited access to video generation, and then on the free version, it's not really there. But on the $200 version, you have an extended access to video generation. And after that, we have access to research preview of operator. So operator is what we are going to call an agent. So this is more or less something that can operate your computer for you. So you can tell it to, for example, do a research on the best place to hike in Kenya. So it's going to go through on its own. It's going to go through a couple of sites, and it's kind of magic what operator is going to do. And this is where most of these AI models are going towards, is coming up with agents. So it can book your flight for you. You can use it to book an Airbnb for you as well. So that's where we are going. And with the $200 version, you get access to the pro version. Okay, and the other option that we have is the team version, which is $25 a month. And this is everything that we have in plus, so including deep research, file uploads, data analysis, canvas, projects, tasks, and such as well. And then we have higher messages limits than plus on 4.0. We also have access to reasoning models. We have standard and voice mode as well. Secure and collaborative workspace with admin console and unified billing. Team data excluded from training, which is very important for most businesses. They don't necessarily want your data to be used in training, so there's some privacy there. And then you have create and share custom GPTs within your workspace. So that's also really important, especially if this is like a workspace team. I don't want your data to be shared with anyone else, so you can use and create custom GPTs specifically for that workspace. So that is it for this video. You now have an idea on the paid tiers of ChatGPT. For my personal preference, because I use it a lot, I am okay with the free version. I think we get a lot. We get web research, we get reasoning models right now. There's a lot that you can do with ChatGPT right now on the free version. So I really do recommend trying it out on the free version first. It's the paid version, I feel like, is for very heavy users. I use ChatGPT a lot, but I also use other things. I use Perplexity, I use Claude. So it just depends on what specific function you want to use it for. But I do really recommend that you try the But I do really recommend that you try the free version first, and then now you can move on to the paid version if that suits you. So yeah, so that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.